Welcome back, adventurers, to Let's Play System Shock Enhanced Edition. We still have 8 levels before we finally reach SHODAN, so let's continue exploring. Oh, there's a hidden door over here, which is very useful. Another frag grenade, and a glass door again, and 2 frag grenades. Very nice. Take out the hidden door, and a button over there. We've got a passage that way and a passage that way. First, we'll search this mutant, who graciously gives us a medipatch. Now, I have seen the I have seen footage of the System Shock pre-alpha demo, and I actually have to like the look of it. It looks pretty good. There's mutant over there. Steal 10. There we go. And there's a sight vision enhancement, which is good. Something over there. Or maybe that's just the game. I think that's just the game. And there's another dart gun. And no, that's a sight patch. I thought it was a hard grade thing. Can we go up here? Not. Go back the way we came. See what that button does. There's a door over there. I'm going to. It uses the lights, and there's another room over there, and another, and a severed arm. No other enemies just yet. And you don't have anything at the moment. And we have another log, this time from, I think you pronounce it Giron.
If any survivors can hear me, please. Some of us are still resisting SHODAN. We have a sanctuary in Beta Quadrant, guarded by a radioactive trench. There's a force bridge that operates off a wiring panel. If you're coming in from Alpha, our guards will extend the bridge for you. Be very careful. Mutants are all over the corridors. Good luck.
I think that's where we came from, and I think Beta Quadrant was where,
Status report.
Athia Grossman
We're holed up in the
was...
Beta Quadrant behind a radioactive trench.
Yeah, we've been there before. That was... I believe that was somewhere back this way. No, I didn't want to... Don't want to leave a message over there. It was back towards here with that radioactive trench. I probably should have left a landmark saying where that was, but we'll be going back there eventually. But in the previous video, that was pretty much where we came from, and we did activate the light bridge ourselves, but unfortunately there was no one waiting for us, at least no humans. This is a medical computer cyberspace lock. See if there's any hidden enemies or any other things in this room. No one looking to ambush us here. Oh, there is someone over here. A mutant who is now dead. See if he had anything on him. He does! He has another medipatch and a soda can. So that's 5 medipatches we have now. Now I'm actually looking forward to playing the remake of System Shock. It's short, only about roughly 8 minutes, but it's still pretty good for what Night Dive Studios are planning to do. There's an engineer report from Arnold Hessman. As I feared, SHODAN's malfunctions are manifesting in Citadel's cyberspace net. Several storage lockers and rooms have been sealed with their controls put on cyber toggles, only accessible in cyberspace. Also, some codes to sensitive areas on the station have been encoded onto loose data fragments. Although all station personnel capable of entering cyberspace have clearance for these codes, I'm very concerned about the potential security hazard. I'll try to have SHODAN introduce defensive programs into cyberspace to keep potential intruders from the floating data and cyber toggles. Yeah, kind of wishing we hadn't bypassed SHODAN's ethical constraints. I think this here is actually a cyberspace interface where we can enter the world of cyberspace. That's the other selling point of System Shock. You can do stuff in the real world, and is that something over there, or is that just... Oh, it's a medical access card, we need that. That'll be good. Yeah, that is a cyberspace terminal, and is there anything else on this side? No, there is not. Basically, you use these cyberspace terminals to enter cyberspace, and before we do that, we're actually going to save, because you can't save in cyberspace, which does kind of make sense. So without further ado, let us enter the world of cyberspace. Oh my word, this is at maximum integrity. Welcome to cyberspace. And these are the nodes that allow us to get bits of data. If we can get back around there. The timer there is basically, now that we're in cyberspace, SHODAN has put out a track for us. It's basically tracing us, and when that timer runs down, she will basically find us, and that will be game over. We want to go this way, which is very important. Very important indeed. Yep, and we want to avoid those. I think they're mines of some kind. Oh. Yeah, cyberspace is very strange. And this is pretty much the other main reason why System Shock never really took off. We're not without defenses, but I apologize for all this. This looks... Oh, there's enemy we got to deal with. Enemies will lower our... Will indeed... Oh, I think we're still getting attacked. Where are you? There you are. Down there. Deal with you. We need to find some more health, and there's an energy mine over there. There's some data over there that we can kind of zoom towards with spacebar. Got some recall software. Oh. We want to get this data node over here. Decoy software. And move towards this personal integrity. And we've only got 3 minutes. Oh, and there's some more data nodes that we can get. Yeah, cyberspace in the original System Shock is fairly clunky, and I do hope that they fix it for the System Shock remake. I do hope that this is far better in there. We'll go through this corridor here. Nope. Come on. Nope. Let's get that bit of data. It's a shield. And flying right through these corridors. And there's another face. We need to deal with you. Oh, we don't want to fly into you though, so we want to get away as quickly as possible. You... Oh. Where are you? I can't see. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of cyberspace. At least in System Shock 1. If we can just deal to you. as quickly as possible, and you're gone. There's got to be... oh dear word. Get that personal integrity, go up here, get this one, so was that. And whereas I think there are certain access nodes that allow you to exit cyberspace, marked by these 5 points. So we want to hit back here as quickly as possible. Yeah. Basically, cyberspace is a rather tricky beast to navigate in the original System Shock. But we were actually very fortunate this time. If we had run into one of those cyber watchdogs, which are basically what those faces are, they're basically cyberspace security systems employed by SHODAN to keep out unwanted cyberspace intruders. That's basically us. And if you run straight into them, not only does your personal integrity, not to be confused with health, get lowered, and when it runs out you basically get sent back out into the real world and your biometer will be going like absolutely crazy. But we did get a few things from cyberspace. Unfortunately, it's not going to get any easier. We were lucky this time. So I'm going to save the game at this point. And when we return, adventurers, we shall continue our exploration of the medical deck of Citadel Station. Until next we meet.